Hey guys, I just wanted to show you Tubebuddy and VidIQ. For some people, it's good. For some people, they may not need it. It works in Studio Beta, which some of us have been forced into. Some have the old interface. I'll show you both. Here's VidIQ, handling comments. I like to answer people. When someone talks to me and they say something to me, or they ask me a question, or they even say they like the video, I like to acknowledge the fact that words came out of their mouth and they took the time. Some longer than others. They took time out of their day to say something to me or ask a question, and I think it's only fair that you respond back to those. I may think differently if I have 500,000 subscribers. Get down to the bottom, you want to see more comments. Right now I'm viewing it in all comments mode. So you have comments that I haven't replied to. Let's take a look at comments which have replies that I need to follow up on. So here we are. People have replied to me, I've replied to them. Like this guy down here, iFootage thing. Over here, let's take a look at comments I haven't responded to. Those are the comments that have nothing. I don't have to sift through them. This guy says, I wonder why no ball head on the top of a monopod. So I'm going to respond to him. I click a thumbs up because he communicated. And I say, it's usual to get a fluid head and mount it. That way you're not forced into a particular head, aka you may have Manfrotto heads with those types of quick release plates. And if you have a U head, that's purpose, I want to show you something, they don't fit. In other words, options. Now I use Grammarly, it's tied in, it shows me a correction and I'm done. I hit reply, this person's going to get replied. I click the little thumbs up on my reply. Here's a troll guy, saw a video, no wonder why you sound so crappy-ish. I reply to him. Usually I just say laughing my ass off. Click the little thumbs up. Here's another guy. How does it pan? He's talking about this monopod, and he just wants to know how it pans. So I answer, you can loosen the bottom and it pans great, although the use of a fluid head mounted on this is the usual method. Click reply, thumbs up so I know I answered it. Here's another one. I'm not sure, but if someone else, this is spam. I've gotten like 6, 7, 10 of these exact same message. I've had enough. I'm just going to spam them and then I'll remove it. Bye-bye. Brian Michael, it comes up and says, hey, saw your Instagram post. Yeah, this is now on my wish list. Love what it does. Wow. So let's write back to Brian Michael. Awesome. Thanks, Brian. Hit reply. Critique Truth comes up and says, a monopod. Looks gorgeous. Let's hit the reply. Tubebuddy throws in these little icon things, so I don't have to search for them. Let's just give him a thumbs up and reply to that and responding. And there we go. And let's not forget to tick on these little guys so I know I read them. Back to the top. Now these are comments I haven't replied to. I hit show more. Hey, I don't have any more. I've replied to every comment. That's awesome. Let's take a look at comments that have replies that need to be followed up on. Lots of stuff here. We got some guy here from MySpike. I answer. iFootage chimes in. Thank you, iFootage. iFootage says thank you. This is good. Let's click a thumbs up on this guy and let's do a thumbs up for him thanking iFootage. He gets a response. He knows he was heard. Click to know I read that. Next one. Tons of stuff here. Blah, blah, blah. Goes on and on. Andreas says, hey, iFootage, thanks. Glad you jumped in. Let's give him a thumbs up too, and he'll get that message. He'll know he was heard. I click that because I know when I'm scanning through here, it's red. Here's a lot of stuff. Elevated media, there was some back and forth, blah, blah. He's basically saying, hey, it's not a monopod. No one's expecting it to be a tripod. I say, hey, true that. To him, click the reply, up, thumbs up, and go. Let's click again and see if we have any more. Now I know I've replied to all my comments, nothing to follow up on. I have nothing left out there to respond to. Take a look at these. I got all sorts of things in here. Comments that contain a question mark. If you're looking for questions, you can do that. That contain links. If you're on Patreon, you can see who's Patreon, your recent subscribers. You can see who recently subscribed and left a comment. No one like that on here. Let's go back to all comments. Now, VidIQ basically works the same. Does it have replies? Doesn't have replies? I've replied to them. Do they have questions? I can search and filter out phrases and do all sorts of stuff in here. Very powerful stuff. Helps me keep on comments. The thing about both of these, like for instance, here's VidIQ. Let's say I'm going to respond to myself, which is silly. I can set up these little templates. Thanks. Boom, basic filmmaker, because I'm replying to me. And it throws in my name. When I click a new one, if you look down here, if you put the username in there, it will replace whatever you say in the username, so it helps on automatically replying. They also will tell you your subscribers and your counts in the last 7 days and what you got, so it's kind of neat to see stuff up there. Tubebuddy has the same type of stuff. They have all sorts of tools, messages, streaming, comments, subscribers. It goes on and on. Now, VidIQ puts all these things on the left-hand side of your channel. For instance, let's go look at some achievements. It goes out and fetches it. 80K subscribers on March 9th. It looks like they think 3.5 million views in 13 days. It's not always accurate. It's just they're kind of analyticing all sorts of data here. I can click on this thing if I want to. Like when I reach 100K subscribers, I'll do this. And it goes off and makes you a certificate. That's a JPEG, I believe. You can download it full size and go share it to everybody and say thanks a lot to everyone, which is really cool. All sorts of stuff over here. You can get trends. You can do a channel audit, which is really cool. This goes through and it says, hey, look at this video. This is good content. You need to double down and work on something like this. You have engagement rates and things by views and how many views per hour, the average watch time, top suggested videos. It just goes on and on and on. All sorts of stats, content that needs work because it's not really getting views. Really, really handy. Really handy. Watch time up. Oh no, I didn't get as many subscribers this month. Boo-hoo. But it's nice to look at. How many views, whether you're up or down or whatever. It's just nice stuff to take a peek at and see how you're doing. Now, these tools, let's take a look in Studio Beta that now, I don't know about anybody else, it just drops me in there now and I have to go to the old one, which personally I like better. Let's go to our comments again. And you'll see in the comments, here's, again, VidIQ. I have all my filters. I can do all that stuff in there. Tubebuddy is supposed to have a little thing up there. They're working on it. I think it's the end of this month they'll have everything fixed up, although I see this here. So, oh, maybe they fixed that. That's cool. And that's pretty much a really brief breakdown of Tubebuddy and VidIQ. That's just from a comment. Do I suggest these? I absolutely do. They're both free. The starter versions, you can upgrade and you can pay for them and all that stuff. But the basic stuff, if you got like 5 subscribers, 10 subscribers, 100 subscribers, something like that, do you need it? Not really. Is it fun to have it? Yeah. They're both free. It's a good thing to learn as your channel grows, I think. If you have 1,000 subscribers, I think it's a good idea to have the free version. You can go look at these stats. You can see what's working. I mean, you're trying to build your channel, if you are. If you don't care, it doesn't matter. And it's nice to see these stats. It's nice to see what's going on with these things. Kind of cool. It's just kind of cool to be able to see what's happening with your channel. If you have like 5 or 10,000 subscribers, it'd be silly not to have this, obviously, if you're trying to do your channel. VidIQ, it's free. You can also log in on this back end and see all sorts of stats and stuff like that. Tubebuddy, also free. You can log in on the back end and see all that stuff like that. One of the really cool things that I like, let's go over here to, let's go to my YouTube videos for a second. The new studio. Takes too long to load YouTube. You need to like kind of figure that out. Waiting, I'm waiting. Oh, there it is. Let's say I go down to, well, let's go to this monopod thing. Okay, click on the monopod thing. I'm waiting. Here we go. I can get all sorts of little statty things over here. Best time to publish. Here's VidIQ. Here's my video score. It shows me controversial keywords. It shows me keywords down here that I can use, should use, etc. Let's actually go to this video. Let's just click over here for a second.
Video
pause it, and watch what happens over here. It starts with the up next. In comes Tubebuddy. Video analytics. How many views on this? How many comments? How many upvotes? How many downvotes? How many videos from me are down here? How many likes? What's up on Twitter? How many views? How many subscribers I have right now? How many videos I have? The tags in this video. And you go down to VidIQ and you get all sorts of stats and stuff. How many views this got? Where they came from? Social media. I love this little thing where it tells you, it ticks off these little things after you do it. The title, it's a bit too long. Did you put in tags and descriptions and cards and end screens? Do you have a custom thumbnail? Did you add closed captions? I do, by the way. Have you replied to a comment? Have you shared it on Facebook? Have you shared it on Twitter? Is it monetization enabled, added to a playlist, public? Do you have a pinned comment, which I thought I did? And I forgot to pin a comment to the top. So people are missing out on a few things and why I did that. This is really nice, and it just basically ticks off all the things you would want to do and continues to give you stats and stuff like that, and it shows you all this. Anyway, not to be a long video, I just think that if you're interested in upping your channel, if you're interested in watching your channel, maybe you have a low subscriber count and you just want to get into these tools and figure them out before your channel blows up and you have 1 million subscribers. I suggest it. I recommend it. I use them both. I actually pay for both of them. You don't have to do that. I have links in the description below to both these tools for both for free. Check it out. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.